Welcome, welcome. Another live. I think I need to close this window here. Hello, hello. Yeah, so today we just launched our first gun video, which is awesome. Super excited. Welcome to the live. Today we're going to be discussing a few things, is where the direction of my channel is going, where Badger Exploration plans to be. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of information regarding the oh, sorry, I'm trying to actually send my link real quick to someone, and I'll actually go through it all then. But we're going to have some information regarding the giveaway I'll be doing next week on Thursday. Also, we'll have another video coming out this Monday. So next week's a double whammy for videos. So pretty exciting. And I'm really curious kind of to hear your guys' feedback on what you think the overall... oh, where is the live? Got to find the live. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I'm curious on how your overall opinions are, guys, about the actual the style of video editing I'm putting these together in, and kind of see. I'm curious if it's going well or not. How's it going, Chris? What's up, dude? Bisbee Adventures, pleasure as always. Oh man, sorry for my bad talking at the moment. I'm getting my words all mixed up. I've been out working all day, and then I just got in and caught myself like 4 minutes before the premiere. I always forget about my videos going live because I'll spend like the whole day before or something getting it all set up and pretty. But here, Chris, I don't know if you are free or not, but I will send you a link if you'd like to join in, Chris. From Maybe Adventures. Boom. Hey guys, so basically we've just been grinding away. I've been doing a lot of magnet fishing. I've been doing a bunch of different, well, not as much magnet fishing the past 3 weeks, to be honest. After the trip I took with Danny, which you guys just got to see one of the 5 videos just from Michigan that were filmed there. We filmed another 2 or 3 around Illinois area as well. But I've been doing a lot of dump site hunting. I've been doing a lot of research. I've been joining a few historical societies, been doing some metal detecting, and I've actually been happening upon some really awesome information, some really cool old sites. I've found out about a couple. I don't know. I want to tell people, but part of it is like they're just dump sites from old logging camps, a couple towns that are no longer existent in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest. And I feel comfortable saying that pretty publicly because feel free to go try and find them. There's thousands of dump sites, like little dump piles all throughout that area. All right, sounds good. Appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, no, take your time, brother. I appreciate you even coming out and hanging out with me. I know it's but yeah, there's like these dump sites all over. Way back during the logging days, they would, have the logging camps would move their way through the forest, taking out the white pine and following the Wisconsin River, the Little Wolf River, and the Fox River as well. And those are kind of the highways, the super highways of Wisconsin, which is part of why Wisconsin has so much stuff kind of littered in these riverways all throughout it. And you look at, like, when you go and you look at the Wolf River nowadays, you look at it and you're like, how in the world did they float logs down that? How did they get all their machinery up and down? How did they do that? What they did actually was really incredible. And I just learned this a week ago. I met with a gentleman from the Historical Society who his grandfather, so he's well into his 80s, but his grandfather was one of the foremans or like the heads of one of the camps that was like, they go and see and scout the spots to see, okay, is this which pine, what do they want to take from it? And back then they pretty much just clear cut, but he had a lot of information and actual like coordinates for me to go check out. So I've been very slowly working my way through trying to figure out where those locations are. I'm scouting and spotting them, but I just got really deep into it. And me and Miss Honey Badger actually filmed a couple videos last weekend regarding dump sites and metal detecting these different areas. And I actually found my first crosscut saw. It's about a 7 foot, yeah, I believe, or no, it's 6 foot, I think. It's a 6 foot crosscut saw, 4 inches deep. The handles were gone and rusted off, but the bolts were still sitting in one of the holes. So that was awesome. Still haven't found an axe though. However, I did go out with my buddy and took him magnum fishing for the very first time. I found a couple picaroons. He found a picaroon, then his wife found a picaroon. Then she found a like perfect old, which is a really cool thing. I've not found one of those either. They found the old forestry shovels, which is basically it's about a 36-inch shovel in length, and the head itself is only about 6 to 8 inches, and it's just a small little like troweling shovel to help forest management stuff that they keep on their pack. And she pulled one of those out in like almost perfect condition. It was just sucked it right out the mud, and the mud was preserving it. So that was really, really cool to see him pull away with that. And then the next throw after that, he gets a double bitted axe head, which is so cool. So that's awesome. But that's kind of what we've been going for now. So you're going to see a lot of, obviously I have this whole summer and last spring loaded with videos and amazing finds all over Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, even some in Minnesota. But there's going to be sprinkled in throughout there some metal detecting videos. I'm going to be doing a little bit of like urban exploration this winter as well. And I'm actually going to be going to a location that is, it's about a 3-mile hike by foot straight through the snow in the middle of winter. The closest logging trail, the logging trail is no longer accessible. So the closest way to get to it is actually just to like snowshoe over. And the best time to do it is honestly in the winter, from all accounts I've heard from the different people who have done it and gone out there. So my plan is I've got a nice big sled and the pull strap so I can go and pull. So I'm going to load my sled up and walk out there for you guys, set up a little winter camp, and I'm going to be doing some exploring of an old logging town that has 2 buildings partially standing and a brothel, which the brothel's second floor is pretty much gone. The roof is almost nothing, but the basement totally accessible and open. And along with that, they're in the plans, or of course there weren't actual blueprints for this place, but from what I was informed by the historical society up there and a very nice gentleman, that there is a root cellar or a wine cellar or potatoes, whatever you'd like to say, whatever you want to call it, within the area that he hasn't found yet, that he knows was there when he was young. He remembers seeing it. And talking with a few metal detect. Oh, you found a grape shot where you guys were? Oh, that's really cool. Oh, nice. See, seesawing, man. I just did a video on that a couple weeks back, man. I love that method. When we link up, Chris, we'll have to go and hit some. It's just such a great way to coat the whole. You get all the way to the middle. It's a perfect. I love that method. I think it's great. You need a lot of rope though, but that's really cool, man. That's a huge bucket list for me. I really want to get a cannonball, grape shot, something like that. But I did find another cow trap, which is pretty cool. So I got 2 of those. Anastasia's got one. It's freaking huge though. Hers is like massive. But what else? I've been finding a bunch of really cool stuff. Actually, this right here, this is a find that I just found at a dump site. Literally almost in perfect condition. I just cleaned it off a little bit with some soap and water, and I put a little bit of oil on it just to make sure it didn't rust anymore. But this is an old oil can for your fishing reel, just a fishing reel oil can. So that was pretty exciting to find. I was pretty thrilled about that. And yeah, man, it's a great time. And plus, I'm also a hunter, very avid in hunting. So I was out grouse hunting as well. And I'm doing some deer hunting. My dad's up bow hunting right now. I'm getting ready to go up, not next weekend, but the week after, for the start of Wisconsin's gun hunting. So I'll be up there for a few days. And I'm actually going to be staying a little bit longer into like Monday, Tuesday, and going to be checking out some different locations and spots up there, and going to be hitting those for doing some more metal detecting. Now, I don't have a great metal detector at the moment, but I do have a bounty hunter that's found that crosscut saw, so I can't complain. But yeah, man, it's pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty cool. The trench shovel was neat. It's yeah, deer hunting. You go deer hunting? That's really cool. I I I didn't go last year. I forget even the reason. I had a bunch of this was getting COVID finally getting done, and I was starting up this YouTube channel here, and we were in the transition of a move. I wasn't able to go deer hunting for the first year since I started at like 13. So, but yeah, guys. Oh, thank you all for coming out. Not sure how long we're going to be doing the live, but I do want to just let everyone know. Well, I guess the one person in, I'll let you know, man. Regarding the giveaway, and the GAW is next week, we're going to be doing a giveaway of a Badger Exploration knitted top sweater here. So we got a cool sweater. We'll be actually announcing it and showing some pictures on Facebook, Instagram, and I'll be doing a little bit like preview video going out on YouTube as well. So you guys get a little idea of that. And I used to deer hunt in Tennessee. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I actually prefer to hunt from ground blinds. I mean, specifically with guns, but I always make like a little dugout kind of. But when I've gone bow hunting all of once really. I shoot my bow now a lot more than I used to. I just never had the time with college and sports, and now I'm getting a little bit older. I'm busy with fishing or editing or working on different locations, trying to figure out what I'm doing. But I think I'm going to get more and more into bow hunting. I'm actually going to try this year as well. I'm going to be filming my excursion. I'm going to be filming my deer hunt, and hopefully I can catch something cool. No guarantees though. So if you don't see a video, I didn't get anything. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I wonder. I've never been to Tennessee. Is it are those just regular whitetails or those mule deer? I'm sure. But yeah, so next week I'll be doing the giveaway. And then the week after that, we'll be doing we're going to be having a couple guest stars coming through now. I'm starting to book and schedule with people. I know I wanted to talk to what was it? Danny Dip. He might be joining us a little bit later here today, but I know I was planning to have Jeff from Outdoor Influencer on in a couple weeks, having, of course, Clay from the Rusty Magnets. And I will definitely need your guys' input and opinion on when's a good time maybe for me to be doing my live streams. I'm kind of impromptly doing them right now after my video premieres, but I'm thinking moving forward, just because a lot of people are getting done with work right around now and, getting themselves settled. And like you said, Chris, you're making dinner. I think I might be doing a transition where I'll actually be doing these a little bit later then, so having the live stream not directly after the video, or maybe I just post my video a little bit later for more people to engage on. I'm curious to see your guys' opinions on that. But oh, they have 3 does a day and $2 per year. Oh, jeez, that would be it's been like 5 years since I've shot a deer. I've seen only does, and does aren't allowed to be hunted. We have these hardwoods up there we hunt national forest land. We hunt hardwoods. So I don't know if you know the area, like how it is up here, but with the winters are brutal up there, just brutal, and they devastated the deer population. And every time the national, the government tries to go in and log it, they're lobbied or sued by someone, in Madison or Minnesota or Chicago. And so they haven't actually logged any of the public forests there. Oh, well, not once since I've been alive. So that's at least 24 years. So with that being said, there's no rebirth, no growth, and the hardwoods looks like a park at some areas of it, and the other parts are so thick you can't even walk through. So, but I will say this: great conditions for trapping and fantastic grouse hunting this year. We're on a huge up year. I don't know if anyone knows what grouse are, goes grouse hunting, but they're fun. That's a fun hunt. A lot of walking now, a lot of miles. Oh, a Mauser 30-06. Very cool, dude. I've got a 308 Remington bolt action, and we just picked up, me and my dad just picked up a couple. He got a Marlin and a Marlin lever action 30-30 and it's another lever action 30-30. I'm trying to think. A Henry 30 action. Yeah, lever action 30-30. So those are nice stalking guns. So when we take a little walk through the woods. little shorter. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping this will be the year. I just spoke with my father actually earlier today. He did shoot a deer and he saw one come in late last night and he's actually been tracking it this afternoon. And the fact that I haven't heard from him is either he's out there with the deer and he found it and he's getting it back because we're a lot of his stands are several miles from where he parks his truck and his truck is significantly large distance from where we stay at the cabin up there. We have a nice little cabin that our family built out in the middle of the Nicolet National Forest. They sold off parcels. Basically, they sold off literally the plots where either small campsites were made, logging homes or cabins were built up, or sometimes they were even just old businesses or establishments that were put up by the logging company. And then they sold these little parcels out to different people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, you do, Chris. Oh man, I want a 5.56 really bad. Yeah, I've got a Glock, got a little snub nose pistol, but I don't have any. I mean, I guess my 22 is a breakdown tactical style, but it's definitely no AR, of course. Yeah. Well, who would have thought that it would ever come to? Oh wow, Chris. Chris just sent me a picture of his cannonball. That is, dude, that is amazing, man. Oh, nice. Chris just sending me pictures of guns. Dude, that is badass. I didn't know you were into guns like that, Chris. That's amazing. That's awesome, dude. We'll have to chat. I'll have to check those out sometime. That's awesome. Yeah, I love shooting. I grew up always shooting a bunch, and now that I'm older, and although I guess all my money's going towards magna fishing right now, or getting a camera, or this or that, but I know if you guys hunt, I'm sure you're aware of how crazy it is transition to you don't buy a gun that you want anymore. You buy a gun that fits the ammo available. It's going through. Thank God I have a 308 and it's also an AR round because I can get ammo no problem. But 30-30, we had to go all up and down looking for 30-30 shells before this next week. But yeah, man, that's awesome. So yeah, bucket list wise, we caught some really cool stuff like this, but we have so many amazing little trinkets and treasures, and I've been working really, really hard, guys, on putting together the actual workshop, the badger hole, as we're attempting to call it. We're not sure if that's the way to go. I think it's funny, but you know, we'll see. But basically, it's a nice workshop that we've been putting together out in. We got a little barn outside, just outside of our property here, and so we got some lights hooked up. We've been putting up all pegboard and got all the different grinders. My blacksmithing forge is there. All the different tools to kind of restore stuff and work on things. But yeah, it's kind of been a real joy working on that, but it's also been really stressful because I'm trying to get it. I pretty much am done now, which is awesome. So now I can work on restoring things and getting those nice pictures of our finds out to you guys, because that's kind of been bothering me is we have so much stuff and there's a few things that I've cleaned up like this that were easier, the cow traps or some of the picaroons, but the sheer volume, and there were weeks where I was going like out of the 7 days a week, I was going six days a week for at least 8 hours. So I mean, I've got 4 videos now going to the scrapyard, and I've got well over like 11, yeah, I think 11,000 pounds, well over it. I have a whole nother trailer I still have to load up, a pile that's as tall as me right now, just of scrap metal, and that's just the stuff I'm not keeping. So, but yeah, yeah, I really like cleaning it up, Chris. I think it's really cool too that you must have cleaned up that cannonball because it looks beautiful, dude. It looks so nice. Was there a fuse on that one? Yeah, I can imagine it is. I know up by us, we have, because it's such hardwoods and it's so open, and there's a lot of old logging trails through it. We have a lot of different programs by us that you know I've helped out with them before, but we've done the I'm trying to think of the correct name, but basically we do a sponsored hunt, and we figure out a way and make a trail and a nice stand. There's usually a box stand or something we can get them in, and we'll send different people in wheelchairs out there to go hunt. That's a really fun thing. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't see anything because there's no deer by me. But when you do see a deer, oh, it's a big one then. So then that's fun. But yeah. Oh, good. It was. Oh, nice, dude. That's so awesome, man. That's so awesome. Because that's my biggest fear is I'm gonna find one. And there's gonna be a freaking fuse, and I gotta call the cops. And but yeah, cheers. Thank you all for joining us. Pleasure. Bucket List Thursday, and it's a thirsty Thursday indeed. I'm curious, guys. What's up, Joey? How's it going? I'm curious to if any of you guys that did check out the video that just went live today. What are your thoughts on that editing style and kind of that storytelling way? I also have another one coming out next week that's almost all third person, so filmed from someone filming me. So I'm curious to see kind of what your guys' opinion is. And then the third one coming out, that's why I'm doing 2 next week, is going to actually be a video that's kind of half and half. So third person and a bunch of GoPro. So it's like a little hodgepodge of that. So I'm curious to see what works the best. I know the only thing I really wish is I wish I had more drone footage. I need a drone ASAP because setting shots are prime. Yeah, I've been to the East Coast. I've been to Virginia, but not to hunt or anything. I was just there to surf. But I live in Wisconsin. I've never been to Tennessee though. I wanted to go. I mean, I want to go to Tennessee and say that pickup line. Oh, you're the only 10 I see. Gotta take Honey Badger there just to whip out that line on her. But yeah, I'm curious, like when you're out there hunting, are you hunting mostly fields, I'm guessing? Because I mean, is a lot of hardwoods in Tennessee? I guess I don't know anything when I think about it, about like the area there. No problem. No problem at all. I appreciate you joining the live, man. We're just sitting here having a little chill time. I know it was a little bit earlier than I normally have done lives, and I'm trying to figure out when's a good time for me to go live and not be going when people like the Rusty Magnet are live or Iron Antler or just the whole host of different people in our community, and I don't want to barge in on someone's day. And Thursdays seem to be a day that doesn't have a whole lot of. Yes, you're right, Chris. We should hit the Mississippi. Yes, I agree. I was saying that for like all freaking summer. And if you're down, Chris, let's chat maybe. When you're able to hop on here, we could even plan a little surface level idea and figure out maybe some when we're both free to go hit that, because I would definitely be down, man. That'd be awesome. Plus, if the weather keeps staying so freaking warm and mild, I was like, even they say it's going to hit a cold snap. Well, the cold snap's still going to be with like a highs of 60 during the day. So I'm like, I remember when I was growing up, there'd be snow out in October and I couldn't wear my costume as a kid. Now it's 74 degrees in Christmas or on Halloween Day. Tennessee's a lot of woods and fields. All right, bet. Yeah, I want to go to Tennessee. I don't know. I've never been south of like Illinois or Indiana. Never gone south of that. I mean, I guess I've been to Florida when I was a child, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. A lot of land to lease. Hunting north of Nashville is the best hunting. Okay. Yeah, by us, it's out usually kind of towards Buffalo County. By actually where my house is in the Fox Valley outside of Green Bay is actually a really great place. So much food, tons of deer. But we don't hunt here because we have a family cabin that they all built when they were, my dad and his brothers and my grandfather bought the property, and then all of his sons, my dad and his brothers, built it up over the years. And then when I got old enough, it's the first place I hunted, and it's just kind of like a family tradition. We built this cabin from scratch. I mean, I've helped on it now for a number of years, so it's more about the tradition of going up there. But that's why I'm getting more into bow hunting, because I'm going to hopefully be harvesting a deer around these areas in the future, kind of where I live more full time. Have a good one, man. Hey, it was a pleasure. Thanks for coming on, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta get into the swing of these lives. I know I haven't been doing them just because I've been one and doing a lot of filming and I've just been gone so much. So when I get back, I'm either so wiped or drained, or I have a bunch of editing or offloading to do, and I just end up not being able to get on a live. And then the lives I do get on are usually with Clay and Jen because I've got a schedule with them. So I'm always making sure I'm on those on Tuesdays. So that's why I'm trying to figure out a good schedule. So if you guys like Thursdays and you think Thursdays are a good move, then I'll definitely be doing that a lot more. I know Honey Badger would normally be joining us, but in part because it's earlier, she's got a lot of schoolwork right now and different stuff going on. So what I think I'll be in the future next Thursday. You know what? I'm just gonna make the plan. All right. Well, then next Thursday when my video goes live, I'm gonna be doing a live stream. Then from now on is gonna be starting at they'll be starting at 7 o'clock. That way it'll be dark or getting dark during the winter at least. And I'll be able to, yeah, sorry, Joker's Magnus just messaged me. He's been helping me out and doing an amazing job working on my new logo, guys. If you saw it on my Instagram and Facebook story, it's really, really cool. And he's working on another version, the kind of the completed final draft. And so we're going to be actually announcing that with Joker's Magnet next Thursday. So I'm pretty excited. That's why I'm trying to hammer out all these schedules. So thank you for joining me and letting me talk this all out. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of spots researched. I have the inside scoop on an old military staging and ammunitions stockpile base in a public forest in Wisconsin. Now, this one's not actually in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, but it is really well hidden, and it's been taking me a lot longer than I thought it would kind of to find it. So this Sunday, I'm going to be linking up with Clay and Jen from the Rusty Magnets. I'm going to be chatting with Honey Badger, and I'm going to be chatting with my informant, or whatever you want to call it, my the guy that's got the inside scoop. And it's funny enough, he's a grouse hunter and very much into traveling in regards to looking for stuff. He didn't even know this was really a big thing as far as a channel. See you later, man. Pleasure for coming on. But he didn't know like people post about their finds and going out and searching for stuff. So he does a lot of what I was doing last weekend, I found out, where he just takes his shotgun during the hunting season, goes out and small game hunts and grouse hunts and does whatever, but is mostly looking for old foundations, metal detecting different locations, mudlarking a lot. He does that. He's found some incredible stuff. And for those of you who don't know, Wisconsin, several million years ago, was actually a tropical paradise. So we find actually a ton of fossilized coral and fossilized shells. We find, actually just found my first shark tooth here right in the Fox River in downtown Green Bay, next to a bunch of really cool ancient sea glass. So I've just been having a ball figuring out or learning all these different methods and tactics of recovering these relics and these historical items and now fossils even. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I never, I'm born and raised in Wisconsin. I never in a million years thought, oh, this place is loaded with things that I could find. I mean, I must have walked over the bridge. I found found some of my favorite finds. I don't want to give them away because the videos are coming out next week, but I must have walked over some of these bridges. I've traveled there. I've lived my whole life around these areas. I've never once like stopped and was like, oh yeah, there's something in there. And I throw a magnet in, I'm pulling cow traps, super old guns. I mean, Honey Badger pulled out a gun that we just got certified from the historical center, is a mariner's gun from Marine boat passage. It was a small little tactical break action muzzle loading, like kind of like a muzzle smooth bore gun. It's very strange. Sawed off on the back. It's only about this long. She found that. Actually, Chris, you were there when she found that, dude. That is for sure between the 1500s and 1700s is when that was in manufacture, like when they were very commonplace. And the one that has the banding on it that we have, they're thinking is more close to, which makes sense, closer to the I think mid 1700s or mid to late 1700s. So if that's true, that's really awesome. So we're excited about that. We've just had the two different historical societies. One of them got to look at it in person, but not very long, like less than an hour. And they didn't. They took a little bit of sample from the wood, and that's how we got our estimate of where they think the age is. But I'm more excited about a lot of the information they've given me is from pictures and the different details they've asked me to give them on the actual piece. Of course, now they're more emailing me and messaging me about what it would be to to possibly have that put up in one of their locations because it was found at right around the corner, actually, like a 4-minute walk from uh, a uh, a gentleman that he is a part of the Central Wisconsin Historical Society. Right by, found right by him, and I mean I didn't know until I sent the pictures in, and he let me know when I told him where it was found. But so some of that stuff's really incredible. I mean, the fact that we're finding these historical items is just it blows my mind. It gets me excited. It's probably why I spend all my time out in the dirt and I never get these fingernails clean, I swear. Oh, but yeah. So I guess for the most part, I'm just kind of out trying to figure out basically the plan forward is going to be for sure what every Thursday I'm posting no matter what. You guys are going to have a video Thursday. And every other week there's going to be one on Monday. So starting next Monday, we're going to be doing 2 on that week. Then there'll be an off week where it's just a video on Thursday, and then another one Monday, Thursday. Because I currently have enough videos filmed and put together to last me, if I do it that way, all the way to March of next year. So yeah, we got a lot of content. We got a lot of content for you guys. I'm really, really excited to share this stuff with you. Yeah, I do need a manicure. Oh, that would be I pity the person that has to look at my nails and clean those out. Oh, yo, Chris, I'm curious. Did you clean up at all that Hudson hubcap you got yet, or oh, someone's giving me a call. Oh, but yeah, found a bunch of cool stuff. That pistol, or not pistol, that cannonball is so cool, man. That is. I found my first musket ball 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Along with 3 bullets in the same area, but no guns. And what was weird about the bullets is it would almost look like someone had dropped some shells in there, and maybe the brass eroded from it or something. I don't know what happened because the bullet. I have one of them actually right here. Now it's so pitted, I can't tell if there's any. I can't tell if it was grinded by the bore, if it was fired or not. But it shows like it doesn't. I would say it wasn't fired just because it's in perfect condition. But I guess maybe if oh, what is that? That's not no. I'm doing good. How are you, Bear Man? What's up? I am doing good. I just had to get rid of girls 18 online commenting. But yeah, I was surprised. I found several of these bullets like in the water right by where I found that musket ball, and it was like completely unbent, or it's definitely the kind that's supposed to mushroom. If you guys can see that or not. So it's pretty weird. A lot of fishing lures. Oh my goodness. And now they're starting to drain a lot of the different flowages and areas up by my cottage. So I've been doing a bunch of kind of walking the now extended by 10 plus feet banks of those different areas, finding a bunch of really, really cool old fossils and different like geodes, even been finding a couple of geodes, a lot of coral, a ton of fossilized coral. Like once you know what to look for, I think that's what was the game changers. Once I learned how to look for different lines in these rocks or different stuff, and then identify what things are. I don't even want to think about it. The amount of amazing things I probably just stepped on or walked right over my whole life. But I found a bear's tooth, which was really cool, and it's not completely fossilized, but it's like partially in rock, and it's like a bear's like back molar, and it's big. And it's pretty neat little piece there. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're getting out and finding stuff. I know I'm not sure about where you're at, but the weather by me has been incredibly mild, and I mean, some would say excellent. For me, as someone that likes it a little bit colder than 70 degrees in the middle at the end of October, early November, it's not great. Also, not great for deer hunting. I'd rather the rut's probably getting pushed back to I don't know. Hopefully, the rut will be pushed all the way to gun hunting now, but it's pretty nice temperature for going out magnet fishing and treasure hunting and all sorts of that. So tomorrow I'm actually going to be going out and oh yeah, I bet it's cold in Quebec. You're significantly north of us, man. Oh, I used to go. Now this isn't Quebec or anywhere north of that, like that far north, but I lived in Marquette, Michigan, in the UP. It's about an hour and 40 some minutes from from Sault Ste. Marie. Or forgive me if I said that and butchered it. But I would go. I mean, before I turned 21, I mean, we'd make like 4 or 5 trips to the Sioux. I would go there all the time, and I used to do a bunch of photo and video for the Hiawatha National Forest, or the Hiawatha. Like I'm not sure if you guys call it National Forest or what it is up there, but that forest range, which is beautiful. Did the ice train along Superior. That was really incredible. But even up there, usually in the beginning of October, I mean, every year I was up there, there was several inches of snow. By my birthday, so my birthday's on Halloween, there was usually 8 inches to a foot of snow. I mean, it wasn't like it is now. Now I'm literally, I put this long sleeve on just for the live stream. I was wearing a short sleeve all day working and sweating myself bad. But yeah, I mean, it's been a weird, a very weird fall, very mild fall. So hopefully that extends the treasure hunting season. Hopefully I'll be able to get out there a few more times well into November. I know I like to hit the rivers in December along those riverbanks, do a lot of mudlarking, river walking, because by there you can still get a lot of good. We just don't get the amount of snow, especially if you go somewhere south towards like Milwaukee, Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, Madison, that area. You can walk those parts of the Fox really well. But Chris brought up a great point, redirecting, and I mentioned this several times over this summer to several different magnet fishers. And I know me and Chris talked about it for a little while actually at the campsite at Camp Magnet this summer. But we got to start hitting that, and that's my next trip is definitely going to be going out west, the Mississippi part of the Mississippi River, because there's so much stuff there. It's super low. I mean, it's lower than it's ever been. It's insane. But also they have, what is it? I forget it. The history, of course, the Mississippi is extensive, but I forgot what someone at this historical society told me, that there's like 4 different river cities that had a small skirmish that border Wisconsin, the Mississippi part of Wisconsin, and then down to I believe it's several. It's all the way. There's 1 or 2 of them are in Wisconsin, and there were skirmishes, small fights, battles, whatever you want to call it, that went out during several different stages between pioneer, like settlers, and the Native Americans, but more notably these 2 different families, and then also different sects of loggers, even, and different companies that had claims to land up there. And there were several different things that went down, and they've dredged different parts of that river and have actually found and identified several different I think it was like a sword. They found several different muskets, different guns. Forgive me, I'm blanking on it right now, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. But it was just such an interesting thing to learn about and to find out. So I'm pretty excited to go check that out and kind of explore the Mississippi a little bit more, especially because, man, they've even had what was it, bull sharks that swim all the way up and found themselves in some of the Great Lakes and stuff. Man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, man. Have a wonderful day, Chris. I'm actually going to be dipping out here pretty soon. Actually, I'm gonna be calling it a day. But thank you all though for checking out and hanging out today. I will be doing now an official. I'll be doing about an hour and a half to 2 hour live stream, and I'll be having guests scheduled all the way out from now on. Now I've decided I will be doing it Thursdays. I'm going to be doing it either 7 or 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to start at 7, just because I don't want it to get too late. And some people that are in different time zones, they might not be able to, might not work best for them. And just looking at kind of the analytics and the times when people are, with the time zones when people are getting off work, they'll be hopefully able to check out and hang out. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you so much for coming on and hanging out. Make sure, like, yes, Chris, indeed, make sure to smash that like button, guys. Show some love. I appreciate you coming out. And if you guys have anything interesting to chat about, or you want to go over some cool finds, or possibly come up onto the live stream as I start to build this live in this community here at Badger Exploration, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to have you guys on. I know I'm going to be having Chris on hopefully soon. I'll be giving you a ring later tonight, or I'll text you and hit you up, see what's up, and maybe we can plan and put together something for the Mississippi. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for coming on the live today. This is Badger Exploration. We find things.